Okay, kids, welcome back. Big Hands YouTube vid with Mr. Bruce. Let me center myself in the image somehow. Amazing. So, where to start? Let's talk about your quarter four grades. Got to get them done. Got to get the work done. Though I've said you won't be held accountable for the numerical grade to pass this year, you will be held accountable for completing the work. What does that mean? That means we'll be assigning work over the summer if you don't complete it for quarter four. That means that we'll be assigning work whenever I see you again. In order to complete it for quarter four. So that means when you come back in the fall, you're going to have a whole bunch of work built up if you're not getting the work done. So get your work done for your teachers. That's it. Get it done. No copying out. Just to let you know, when you check for new assignments, make sure you're looking carefully at these things we're sending out via Remind, the big PDF document, the one that comes from Cruth especially. What I'm noticing is sometimes kids are saying, hey, I checked your YouTube vid, it was the same. You don't know how the internet works. That's fine. What you did was you used the old URL. Are you using the new one? I thought it was the same. Did you look? Oh, I see it's different. Yes. Always use the most updated link to your work, because sometimes teachers change Google Classroom codes. Sometimes they have new instructions in that document we send out. Whatever. Just always check it and use the latest version of that work. Let's talk about. So that's it. Do the most recent assignments that we send out on Mondays, and do all your work so you don't have a whole backlog of work to catch up on whenever we get back to school in the fall. Let's talk about. Checking when I check work on Saturdays. So Saturday morning, I get up in the morning, I work till about noon, giving feedback to students, doing a bunch of documentation on who contacted me, who didn't. Once that's done, I like to be done. For whatever reason, if I have a couple students who turn it in late on Saturday, sure, I might look at it. Past that, I'm not going to. And if you want solid feedback, you send it to me, at 5 o'clock on Saturday. That's when I'm with the family. I'm probably just be like, thanks, got it, and not have the time to give you the kind of feedback you want, because my family needs me at some point, and I got to draw a line. So get it to me Friday night. So Saturday morning, I wake up, and there we go. We're good. So check my work on Saturday. Also, attendance. You attend a teacher's class by either emailing them. Doesn't mean you complete their work. It just means you checked in by emailing them or attending office hours. That's it. But some of you, I think, are confused because you email me an email saying, hey, I'm checking in, and then you also email me an email with your assignment. Don't need to do that. If you email me your assignment, that's contact. That counts. That's all I want to say. You got to check in with all teachers. I've got a document that we're making where we list everybody who's checked in, and I'm seeing some kids are checking into my class but not others, or vice versa. And why? Check into all your classes, and you get to do it by email. So a few aspiring students who understand the way the internet works have started sending emails to all their teachers at once. You can do multiple recipients. And they've done that and sent it out, and so all the teachers get it, and then all the teachers log that as contact. Do that as well, and then I'm not going to complain if I get that and your work in a different email. That's fine. But whatever works for you, but make sure you're contacting all your teachers. So there's that. Let's talk about sending me Google links. It's the same story. We've all heard it. Mr. Bruce, here we go. Don't send me Google links. I can't open them, and I'm not going to bother with it. That's the song. So what I mean by that is, if you are doing work in Google Documents, send me the actual attachment that I can open in my email. If you send me a link to edit your document, so-and-so has sent you a link to edit your document. I click that, it says I can't access it, so you expect me now to email you back and go, hey, please give me access. Okay, I give you access. Okay, then I click it again, and then something else. I don't care. Just email me the document. I'm not going to look at it otherwise. That's the end of the story. Or better yet, my assignments are simple. It's just like little outline. So just copy paste that into the email. Type that directly into the email. That's my favorite way to get it, because then I open the email and it's right there, and then I can respond with it. Until I have you do an essay, just get it to me via email. Simple. Don't even need a document. But if you must use a document, send me the actual document. No Google links. Stop that. I've already had a couple kiddos who I just said, can't open it. Bye. All right, let's talk about Rec letters. Some of you want rec letters. You're contacting teachers, but you haven't contacted them with that resume that gives all the details about who you are, what you did, what you enjoyed about their class. Keep on, some of these teachers haven't taught you for a couple of years that you're contacting. You need to make sure that that you're getting them that information so that it's a nice reminder. It's just also polite. So if you email a teacher without that, saying, hey, can you write me a rec letter? They have every right to just say, nah, not for me. You need to get me that information. Also, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you have no handle on your recommendation letters, you know who's writing them, what you're doing, what's going on, contact Road to College. I'm not going to list the Road to College instructors' names if you not in public, but if you don't remember who these people are, email me and I'll let you know. But most of you know who your Road to College counselors are. Contact them. Say, hey, I know I'm going to need rec letters for college. What do I do to get started? Whatever you got to do. Get on top of your rec letters. Do the process correctly. That's all I have to say. Let's go with now the fun part. I'm done with all the business. My assignments. You're going to love me this week. It's simple. It's the simplest ever. So now, just to cover this, you should have gotten rid of your topic because the topic doesn't matter. Doesn't. You just go straight from real life situation to your 3 questions. So keep the RLS. Keep that RLS. That's real life situation. Keep your RLS. And then you got your 3 questions. Well, here's the deal. You only need 1 question. Only 1 for the presentation. So why did I have you write 3? Because your question has to be a big one. It has to be a good one. So your job right now is to take your 3 questions. Find the best one. Or create the best one. Maybe you're looking at your 3 and you're going, wait, all of these are good, but they're not great. Cool. Combine. You got 3? Combine these 2. Combine these 2. Combine these 2. Whatever you got to do. Throw some more stuff at it. You like this one, but you want to change it a little bit. Make it broader. Make it more complex. Whatever you got to do to look at your questions, look at what you've been thinking about, and then be done and come back to me with 1 question. 1 question. So here's the thing about questions, and many of you have seen this in the feedback. Your questions need to be broader and more complex than your real life situation. If your real life situation is about soccer, your question probably shouldn't be about soccer. It should be that your real life situation got you thinking about these things, and now you're talking about human competition, right? You just got to go broad and big from that real life situation. Oh, this one little thing. I saw this thing on TV. I did this thing. I knew this person, or I read about a thing, and then you take that and just blossoms up into this big, open, complex question that can be answered anyway. That's what we're looking for. So take your 3 questions, whittle them down to the best of the best. Maybe combine a couple, maybe bring in more stuff, maybe open them up to broader things, but you need to come back at me this week with 1 question. So, what do you mean by complex? Here's the thing. The question has to be so big, so complex, that it can be approached by multiple AOKs and WOKs. That's areas of knowledge, and ways of knowing. So, if your question is a scientific question, that's all it is. It's a numbers question. How does blank affect the economy? Probably not big enough, because that's just an economics question answered by 1 area of knowledge. Economics. Boring. But if you want to talk about how changes in the economy affect human behavior or something like that, then whoa, okay, now human behavior can be analyzed economically, it can be analyzed sociologically, it can be analyzed through works of literature, it can be blah, 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 blah. So it needs to be so complex that you're going to be able to analyze it from multiple AOKs and WOKs. So this week what I'm going to give to you, and I got to wrap this up, 10-minute limit. You're going to, down below, see my example of what I'm expecting, and it's very simple. Real life situation question, that's it. Real life situation, complex, broad question that can be answered from multiple WOKs, multiple AOKs. And then I'm also going to provide you underneath that, you don't need to send this to me, I know it, but I'm going to provide you a reminder of our 8 AOKs and our 8 WOKs, so you can start thinking about a question that's big enough to be tackled by all of those. I know this is a long one. We had a lot of business to get through. Hopefully the assignment is so short, simple. You're going to love it. You've already done the mental work. All you got to do is cut it down to your favorite thing to talk about. Look for my examples, get it to me in that format, and we are done.